We are recording audio. We're live on the internet. And what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to T3G. This is the Tangents Podcast. I think I turned this down too much, so I'm going to turn it back up. There we go.
Is it the Tangents Podcast, though?
It is the Tangents Podcast. If you're confused about what that means, well, see if you can find it through all the coronavirus bullshit on the internet. See if you can Google that shit. But
speaking of
today, obviously, the topic at hand for everyone, everywhere, is this pandemic now, officially, global.
Damn, dude, why are you using such big words?
They're concerned about. They said it. They said it. It was this morning or yesterday. They officially said pandemic. I mean, by the time people see this, it'll be well beyond that, I'm sure.
Right.
We'll have lost a country or two by then.
Oh, almost certainly.
I mean, Italy shut down completely. I want to disclaim this by saying we have no inside knowledge. Everything we know, and that is admittedly very, very little, is from the internet, and the internet is not the most trustworthy of sources about these types of things. So keep that in mind, and yeah.
Wait, do we have to put a disclaimer on that?
Don't. People be stupid. So
Oh, that's...
people might think.
Should we put a disclaimer on that, too? That we just believe people are stupid and that we don't know for a fact that people are...
No. I think there's plenty of evidence that people be stupid.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much common knowledge. I think if you look at just the one graphic on the thumbnail there, apparently, according to the CDC or somebody that did the research, it might be 34 or 43, whichever it is, it's a very underwhelming number of men wash their hands when they leave the bathroom.
Yeah, you sick fucks.
You disgusting fucks. Wash your goddamn hands. I've heard the argument of, well, yeah, I only touch my own dick and I know where my dick has been. That's cool. Maybe you thought about other people don't want to touch your dick.
I'm saying.
Just start there. Just start with the possibility that other people might not want to touch your dick.
Yeah, I'm glad you've done it, but sometimes.
Maybe I don't want to touch your dick when I shake your hand, and then
sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? So let's keep other people in mind. If you're young and healthy. Now I'm not saying I'm healthy, but I'm fairly young. I have a good chance against this thing. Hodis has an even better chance against this thing. My wife is calling me because this is what happens every single time while I'm live on the internet. What can I help you with? We've got plenty of fucking monitors. I don't need her to bring her monitor home when she's working from home next week.
What a great podcast.
I've got three monitors right there. Like, for fuck's sake.
What a great podcast. Good
this
podcast.
Is an outstanding podcast. So, I mean, right there, that's weirdly topical because we are talking about coronavirus and on this podcast that I'm really, really trying to record live on the internet. We have monitors. What else? Anyway, so yeah, I mean, right there is a case in point. People are being sent home all over the country, all over the world. There are apparently at least one or two airlines in Europe that have just gone out of business.
Listen,
because when nobody wants to travel and you're a short-term thinker as a CEO in a company, you don't have any kind of long-term income and you depend on every single fare. And when you all of a sudden have no fares, you have nothing to pay bills with.
But I'm a short-term thinker.
So you sell off all your airplanes and you go out of business.
But I like short-term.
No, that's not true. No, see, you say that for funsies, but you've done a great job managing your funds so that you could get some shit done in the long term. Like, you're not a short-term thinker. We do some shit, we do some dumb shit in the short term, talking about like what we spend money on, but like,
yeah,
like you potentially could have like quote unquote spending money if you just paid like your minimum balances, but you don't do that.
True.
So
coronavirus is going to kill off all of us.
I mean, listen.
It's the apocalypse. Everybody get your toilet paper.
Somebody was talking about, it's like 1 point something % people, and they're like, oh well, like even if there's like basically somebody was basically like, oh, like potentially 1.5 million people could die in the country. I was like, we were at least 1.5 million overpopulated.
Listen, if I go, I go.
I have said this many times. Nature has every right to be mad at us. So
Oh, yeah.
she can keep coming up with shit
Oh yeah.
all the time.
Listen,
and
we
we're
got-
either gonna figure it out and survive,
We got the
or we
Niles.
won't.
We got the Niles. We got
the Nile,
the swines.
the West Nile.
We got the swines.
Yeah. So we were talking about this before.
Yeah.
We got the swine. We got the birds. We got the insects. The West Nile.
The West Nile.
Now we got a bat, maybe.
Maybe bat. Something to do with a bat.
Yeah. And we were saying the next one's probably gonna be bear.
Probably or groundhog.
Groundhog. Yeah.
Groundhog.
Groundhogs, because like as little as ground based.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like weird.
And
it's
it's
like
not
weird
so-
enough that someone might eat it.
Yeah. Almost certainly. Almost certainly.
So some Bear Grylls type motherfucker will be
Yeah,
like,
because I mean, like a bear,
be like, I'm gonna wash
like-
this down with my pee,
Like,
and that causes some sort of
Right,
reaction.
exactly. No, listen, here's the thing. Obviously, these places want to, make sure they don't help spread it. So
Right.
that's understandable of them wanting to close down for a few days or whatever. That's, that makes sense.
Sure.
But it's also the idiots that decide to go out when they know they're sick.
Oh yeah.
It's how many times I've seen somebody go somewhere where they're crazy ill and then coughing or sneezing and they're like, oh, I'm not contagious.
Right.
Sure you are. I mean, listen, I'm not really too concerned about it. It's a sickness, obviously, for me. I'm not too worried about it. But if it does get me somehow, it is what it is. But obviously, there are people that are going to be more affected than myself. Like my wife, she's got crazy asthma. So, she's somebody that I would have to think about. If I am infected, then I, have to make sure that
Right.
I know that so I don't get her infected. But at the end of the day, we crack jokes, but maybe it's nature taking its course and
Yeah.
thinning out the weak and keeping the strong. It's a kind of shitty way to say it live and out loud, but
Like I said, she's got plenty of reason to hate us.
And if I go, I go.
Yeah, she's got plenty of reason to hate us.
Sometimes
I
I
was
like
expecting
sleeping on
like a black plague one of these days.
And dude, I mean,
I was
honestly,
expecting them to just hit us with like half of the continent of XYZ is dead, and we don't know why, and it's spreading.
Yeah,
That's what I was waiting
But
on.
that's what I don't understand, though. People are acting like this is the second coming of a plague,
Yeah,
and it's
I mean,
not.
like, look.
Like it can be deadly to
Look,
certain
what is it,
people
like 40 something people dead in the country from
in
coronavirus?
this country? Yeah, out of like
Listen, as of 3 days ago when I checked, there have been 79 gun-related deaths in the city of Chicago by itself.
yeah.
If coronavirus is going to compete on the death toll,
It needs to catch
like
up.
on that in that game,
needs to pick
it's
up its
gotta
game.
catch up,
It
man.
needs to
like
pick up, yeah.
it's not really a contender right
Yeah,
now.
it needs to like step
If you're
it up.
half of one city
I'm saying.
of just one type of
saying.
death, come on.
Listen, here's the thing. It's taken lives, but you got to see what lives it's taken. Like
Yeah,
everybody that's died, I believe, has been old.
old or somehow compromised the
Or
immune
had
system
an underlining
yeah.
issue, or
Yeah.
already had an underlining issue. So yeah, it's harmful to those people. But does that mean go? And I still don't understand this. But does that mean go and cause 2-hour lines because you need toilet paper? What's with the toilet paper?
I think people think that it's going to be diarrhea.
But that's not the symptoms.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
It's literally the flu symptoms.
Right.
Literally, I looked
Yeah.
it up.
A lot of
They're
them.
flu
Yeah,
symptoms.
a lot of them are flu symptoms. I mean, and it could be something else. And
Granted, you can be infected before you get those symptoms.
right.
But like supposedly, like you can be affected for like a week, not get the symptoms, and then start realizing that there might be something wrong. But regardless, like, what's with the toilet paper? Are people thinking like they're not gonna? Also, even if you're not gonna leave your house for the next month or two,
How much do you shit?
even if you shit a lot, it's called a fucking bathtub. Just wash your ass. Like if you're that concerned about it,
Well, sir, that's madness. That's madness.
I think we all need to start investing in what Japan does, and it's
bidets?
Bidets, man. Get those bidets going.
It's becoming popular.
You know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
these like
You know,
YouTubers.
get a little twinkle in your asshole. And
A lot
you're
of
good
these
to go.
YouTubers. I saw a commercial for it the other day. They were talking about how good water is for cleaning stuff.
I bet it is.
I was like, I don't know about that. How strong is that jet stream? Because I feel, I mean, I don't want to get too gross, but sometimes I feel like I got to go in 2, 3, 4 times with the toilet paper.
Yeah.
So
but
like,
that's the
how
beauty of-
strong is the jet stream for me to not have to do that?
Probably pretty good.
Also, how does it dry you? Because then do you just have a wet ass?
You do have a wet ass. I'm pretty sure there's no dry.
I feel like there's a dry. There's got to be a dry function.
So not only are you getting liquid shoved in your asshole, but then you get air blown up there too.
Yeah. I mean, what if you into it? What if you buy a bidet and then you're just into it? Then you're just on the toilet like,
you're getting excitement. You're
right?
getting excitement
Right.
out of
I'm
the,
saying
out of
there
the
could be unexpected side effects.
Maybe good ones.
That's that bidet life.
But yeah, man. I mean, listen. I've said it to you. If this is how we're gonna react to a virus that's making people sick and slightly killing off some people,
Right.
holy shit! I don't want to know what's gonna happen if when like the zombie apocalypse happens or some
Yeah.
kind of apocalypse happens,
Yeah.
like where some ridiculous where it's like, oh, we can only survive if we are really like,
Nah. Yeah.
holy shit.
It's a very interesting place to be in right now, just seeing how people react. I just
When was supposed to be done the world? 2012, right? That was supposed to be done.
one of the times, yeah.
Well, yeah, outside of the Y2K.
Y2K. Well, no, there was a prophecy thing for 2000 too.
Oh,
So 2000, and then people were like, well, no, that's not legally like 2000 is the year 2000 turns over at 2001. So then like for 2 years, people were like, I mean, like the people that believe in that kind of shit.
yeah.
So yeah, it's always something. There's always something.
It's always something,
like I said,
man.
if it's woefully outside of my control.
Right.
That's
the thing.
I'm fed. As long as my utilities work, I ain't got to go nowhere. As long as Amazon's delivering, I can fucking order anything I want.
True that.
And even if Amazon's not, some poor motherfucker is still going to be running his DoorDash app, and he's going to be able to.
And I mean,
run and
luckily,
get some shit for
luckily, you and I are lucky, and we work from home, and we know a bunch of other people that work from home.
Yeah.
So there's that aspect. Like those people are good.
And I mean, like with
and
my
here's
wife,
the
a
thing.
lot of.
And if you're smart, and you know this is an issue, then don't go anywhere.
Right.
Like you should be overall pretty good
that's
for
what
for at least a week.
That's where I was going, man. I have all the shit I need here. If I absolutely can't leave,
Right.
for some reason,
I mean, first of all,
I'm fine for at least 2 weeks.
let me ask you this:
at
Do
least.
you ever buy toilet paper just for enough for like a day or two? I always buy for at least like a week or two.
I mean, at the very least, a week or two.
I'm saying.
I mean,
so who the fuck, like, how much toilet paper are people buying?
I don't
Are
know.
do they think
I
they're
don't
gonna
know.
be up for
Well, people
like
are also buying
6
like
months or some
bottled
shit?
water because people are too fancy for tap water. Now, granted, in some places you have to get bottled water,
Right, because the tap water.
And that's
sucks.
that's where I get salty is because motherfuckers around here don't drink bottle or don't drink tap.
You know what's
and then
funny?
you got
Let me
Flint, Michigan that
dude,
needs the fucking
dude.
shit.
Let me help everybody out. Is everybody ready for it? It's mind blowing.
boil your water.
It's not even.
Oh.
It's mind blowing. You ready?
What?
It's called Brita, and it filters out your water. I don't ever have to shop for water.
There's
I
that.
just pour that bitch into my
There's that.
filter.
There's that.
I never got to shop. So I'm set for at least 2 weeks. And I didn't even go shopping like everybody else.
Right. No, man, it's a lot of overreaction. Like I said, it is woefully outside of my control. Besides the few things that I can control.
I mean, yeah,
I can wash my fucking hands like I always
Exactly.
have. Like I don't get motherfuckers who walk out of the bathroom without washing their hands.
I could never, ever walk out of a bathroom where I know I use like the toilet.
Yeah.
Which is, why else would I be in there if
Yeah.
I'm not using the toilet? Or
Dude, I'll go
taking
in
a
the
shower?
bathroom to like like blow my nose.
And I still wash my hands.
like anything.
Yeah.
It's the bathroom.
Yeah. I just don't understand how people don't wash their hands.
Like, dude, I wash my hands. Like, I'll crack eggs, wash my hands. Just anything that I'm doing, wash my. Like,
It's bad for your skin, dude.
sure, that's what. So I got a fucking
Which
bottle of
reminds me,
lotion.
Can I get a bottle of lotion? My skin's
hit
kind of like.
some lotion.
Let me
Yeah,
hit some around.
yeah. I've been all over the.
Yeah.
I've been all
that
over
Walgreens lotion.
Yeah, that Walgreens.
Yeah,
the Walgreens
the
gallon
Walgreens,
tub.
The Walgreens. So if you got like, I got dry hands because I wash my hands a lot. So
Yeah.
like my hands have been drying up a lot and really cracking up. But like,
That's what lotion's for.
use some goddamn lotion, you'll be good to go.
Moisturize, motherfucker.
I'm saying.
Moisturize.
But I do moisturize with water. No, man, I just
I had that
I
argument for a while.
don't know. To me, it's weird but then people tell me I'm weird because I shower every day. I shower daily.
I mean, I don't think that's weird. I think it depends. I mean, fat people. Like I say, but like fat people pretty much have to. If you can, you might be able to sneak 2 days. Past 2 days, I mean, if I don't for some reason shower for 2 days,
I feel weird.
I smell myself and I don't like it.
I feel weird.
Even if it's just like a little bit, I'm like, fuck. What is everyone else?
For sure.
Like,
I mean, yeah,
that's
100%.
my thing.
I
Like,
mean,
even if I smell a little bit, I'm like, everyone else is, I'm sure, smelling it 10 times worse.
Well, when I have those days when I'm working from home and I know I'm not leaving the house, sometimes I'll skip a day. But then, like, as soon as I'm like, oh no, it's time to hit the shower.
No.
Like, but like, I feel weird. I feel like there's dirt on me. I feel it's a weird feeling. I can't explain it. It's almost like a germaphobe.
It's not a weird feeling, dude. Like, I mean, like right now, I can tell I need to hit the, definitely tonight after the gym. I mean, feeling a little greasy and just feel.
Greasy.
A type of way.
Yeah,
you feel a type of way when you need to take a shower. Like, I'm gonna go to the gym tonight. I'm gonna take a shower.
I'm saying, man.
That's just what needs to happen.
I don't get it, man. Like the fact that there's a statistic out there that says men don't wash their hands. I'm like
under 50%. I think it was 34. But even women it was only like 67.
That's just weird. Why aren't you washing?
Even if by some magic you were gonna say men can like excuse it because let's say you just unzip your pants and you just let it flop out and then you pee and then you just tuck it back in without ever touching it. Let's say you could just excuse it through just like you never touch anything. How are women getting out? Everything you do in the bathroom is just hands deep.
I'm saying.
You're elbow deep for every single action. Like, how are you getting out of the bathroom without washing your hands?
Just in general, man. Like, I wipe my nose, I wash my hands. I take a piss, wash my hands. I take a shit, and wash my hands. Could you mention taking a shit and not washing your hands?
No.
That's disgusting.
No.
I can't even think about that shit.
No. Like... Anyway, don't be gross. Wash your fucking hands.
Don't be disgusting.
And control. Like, listen, manage the shit you can manage. You can't manage if they find a cure. They're gonna do that, or they're not gonna do that, and you will have to live with whichever result it is.
I mean, from what I understand, the cure is to take care, wash your hands, drink medicine,
like
the shit that.
But I just mean like an actual like a vaccine. If they find like a vaccine for it, then they find a vaccine. If it takes them 3 years to find a vaccine, you still gotta wash your hands, asshole. Like
that doesn't change.
Like even if they find a vaccine tomorrow, wash your fucking hands still.
That doesn't change on the washing.
Control the shit you can control. You can wash your hands. You can limit. I mean, like when I walked in MXPI today, instead of shaking Sid's hand like I have every other time.
We did the bumps.
Fist bump.
We do the bumps, man.
Literally, fist bump as I reached for the sanitizer.
Bumps.
Like
bumps.
Because it's available, because people are being conscientious of it.
Yeah, man. I mean, you gotta be smart. Like if you're fucking coughing, like if you got an issue coughing and you're out in public, cover your shit up.
Yeah, Erica was saying she was at the grocery store and some lady coughed into her hand, and she's
the vampire motherfuckers. Even Spider-Man in the cartoon was like, "Do the vampire, bitch." Stop doing it in your hands. Do the vampire. Do the vampire, man. God damn it. Sneeze in your fucking eye. What I do always, I do this.
Into your shirt.
Into my shirt. Well, it's not.
Keep your shit around yourself.
Yeah. It's already on me, so I'm cool. I don't need to spread this shit out.
I hate that.
I hate that. Every time
I
put
like
my shirt
panic. If I like my shirt is kind of hard to pull.
Yeah.
So like I panicked and I realized I had this, and I was like,
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, if you got something big and you can do that, do that.
Like-
luckily with my shirts, you know, I just if I don't have a nice, you know, a hoodie that I can do this with or whatever, it's just you just I don't know, use your fucking brain.
yeah,
Like it's
common
so
fucking
stupid.
sense, people. Common.
Well, that's the
fucking
problem.
sense.
We that's the issue. Is
It ain't
that
common.
there's no common sense, and that's
ain't
just
common.
crazy to me because I can't believe that we can say that. Like there is no that is common. That literally.
I mean,
is,
this is what I was,
back in the day. That's common sense. Now, for some reason, that doesn't exist.
no, and that's why I was talking about like people getting like we were talking about like potential apocalypse scenarios, and this is the only thing that's gonna kill motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
This is the kind of thing that's gonna kill us. It's not gonna be nuclear war.
No.
No, we don't have anybody with enough common sense to like plan out what a war nuclear winter scenario might be
yeah.
as a win.
Oh yeah.
How do you win in that?
Yeah.
You can't. Nobody wins. So no one's gonna push the button.
Yeah.
Like we don't have people that have like the sense to be like, all right, well, what if we were to do this? No, we just don't have people like that.
I'm saying.
They're thinking again, short-term thinkers.
Yeah.
They're thinking how to keep their how to get to the next election and how to win that.
Yeah.
That's why nothing happens in Congress.
No,
Because
the
Congress is every 2 years. They're all thinking, how do I win next
time? The human race will expire due to Mother Nature wanting us to expire.
Yeah.
100%.
And
Mother Nature one day is
and
going to
it'll-
be like, ha, 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 fuck you.
And it'll be me, Alexa, the Google Assistant, and Cortana hanging out in the aftermath. It'll be me and my robot body,
robot
and
body.
3 robots,
I just,
and that stupid Boston Robotics dog.
So, so going into, how it's affecting the world, we got some movies that have been moved due to it.
Move shit.
Yeah.
Some of them you might as well consider them. They're getting fucking canceled.
I'm actually quite shocked that Tyrese didn't go on Instagram and yell at coronavirus. I'm surprised that he didn't actually get on and lose a shit to coronavirus.
I mean, maybe he doesn't need to pay for what was it, child support or whatever.
Yeah.
And my thing is, if you're that rich and you don't have child support money, you're already making bad decisions.
Also, if you're that rich and you fucked up in your relationship and your woman took all your money, you fucked up even then.
Listen.
You're doing some shit wrong.
You want to know what like my favorite thing to hear was today? I was watching an interview with Redman on Hot 97. Redman, if you don't know, original Wu-Tang Clan member from back in the fucking Dizzle.
The Dizzle. Bro.
See, I say that out loud, and now I'm like, is he a Wu-Tang Clan member? I'm pretty sure he is. Regardless.
You listen,
Regardless. The man is an OG.
From
the man
back
is
in
a
the fucking day, it
The
doesn't
man
matter.
is an OG. He's been around. Him and Method Man did some great shit through the years.
I'm saying.
He's been in a ton of movies. He's doing a TV show right now.
Right.
And here's the thing. The greatest words to come out of his mouth, in my opinion, in his career that I'm aware of. They were asking him why he was in. They were asking him when he moved to Long Island or Staten Island, one or the other.
Yeah.
I think it was Staten Island. And he says, "Oh, that was." He's like, it was like years ago. It was like '97, which is 3 to 5 years after they started.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, that was a little real estate investment, and I just ended up moving out in that direction." So he thought way the fuck ahead.
Yeah, dude.
You have all these motherfuckers that get rich, that get fucking powerful, they get to that position, but they're short-term thinkers, and anything that happens, you get a divorce, some shit.
I'm saying.
Can you tell me what Elon Musk said about his divorce? What Jeff Bezos said about his nothing.
Nothing.
Because that was a Thursday for them.
Yeah.
They moved on with their lives.
Yeah, Jeff was like,
all right, bitch,
how much did we sell? Oh, okay.
Here's $150 million. I don't want to ever hear about you again. Goodbye.
Yeah. No, it's
Like-
just it's funny. That whole situation is just funny in general. But yeah, I mean, shit's being moved, man. Like we got Fast and the Furious that was
Fast is
this
moved.
year, now is next year.
Bond has moved to the end of the year.
Bond's ended the year, which is not
Bro,
surprising.
they delayed March Madness.
March Madness, dude. From what I understand, all the sports are canceled.
March Madness got delayed, but yeah, they suspended their season. Although they're still trying to do. The NBA suspended their season, the NHL, a couple of the other ones.
Yeah.
But the NCAA.
Oh,
That's a different
shit.
group.
That's a different group, homie.
Populated by roughly the same percentage of types of people. Whatever.
Okay.
I said it.
All right. Well, you know, yeah.
Whatever. I said it.
You said it.
I mean, I'm not wrong. They're apparently trying to somehow get March Madness to still happen. Because what are they gonna call it? April Madness? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, yeah, I thought they were I thought they were just going to cancel it.
there's just not going to be any. I mean, here's the thing.
Or there's not going to be an audience.
The smart thing is, you could not have an audience. Impossible. You would not be able to do an audience. So without an audience, they would have to probably sell pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view, yeah. I
So-
mean, if that's what they do.
Yeah,
that's very
let's
possible.
consider
So it's possible that March Madness might go to pay-per-view just because
just to get that viewership, just to
Yeah.
get that money.
Yeah,
March Madness
'cause-
makes them millions of dollars.
they're not making money off of audience tickets, off of merch sales.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to be down millions of dollars, and they're going to need that money. I mean, like, let me rephrase that. They're going to need that money. Most of those schools already have a shit ton of money, but like, most of the Sweet 16 schools have a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I
So,
mean
like,
they do, but they're still losing a bunch. Like this is a big hit for everybody, so
right.
yeah, man. I mean, listen, it makes sense. That in that aspect, like that kind of stuff makes sense, right? That like the industry wanting to adjust so they
Right.
can control this sickness
Yeah.
makes sense. People losing their mind, acting like it's the apocalypse, don't make sense.
Be aware.
I
Be
don't-
aware. Be informed. Be cautious. Don't fucking panic.
Yeah, like you're panicking, like literally, like there's a nuclear bomb falling right now,
Right.
and everybody's losing their shit.
Right.
That's literally what it feels like, right?
Yeah, yeah. They're expecting a D-Day event. They're expecting
Yeah.
like, oh, fucking.
Like I'm gonna have to sit in my fucking bunker for the next.
like the third Wednesday of March. That's
Yeah.
all gonna fucking go
Yeah.
to fucking
Yeah.
shit.
How long do you have to sit through to allow the air to clear? Like that's what I feel like people are like. Like I'm gonna sit in my bunker that's nuclear.
Like 30 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in there for 30 years. So I gotta buy all this toilet paper. Like it's not what's going on here. Like
Speaking of which, you know they need to do that movie again. Remember that movie that was it Brendan Fraser, where it was him I think that came out of the bunker. They thought
oh
like,
yeah.
he came out of the bunker and he like had no fucking clue what was going on, and it was like the 90s.
Yeah, it was the 90s. Yeah.
We need to do that again. We need to do
that
that
was funny.
again, but then like it would be somebody from the 90s
Yeah.
coming into the present. They'd be like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck do you mean cell phones?"
Cell phone.
What do you mean? You could get on the internet in your pocket?
Internet.
The world? No, they call it the World Wide Web.
The World Wide Web. You just gave. You just. That's it.
I'm okay.
It's already being
Bam.
made. It's already. You
I have
just said
way
it, it's
too many
already being
ideas. Feel fucking free. I'd rather watch it.
I know, right?
Rather watch it than
but
fucking
no,
make it.
but that's what's happening is like people are reacting to that level, and
Yeah.
it's just like it's not. That's
They
not,
think they're gonna have to lock the door and like
Yeah.
shoot somebody
like
trying to walk up to it.
Even if let's say for some crazy ass reason, which I cannot see happening,
Right.
but let's say all businesses close down for the next week.
It's impossible.
I mean, it's impossible, but let's just they do.
Right.
You should be already good for a week. Even if that's the worst case scenario, you should be ready for a week already. Like just in general, that's how.
If you don't, I mean, listen.
I mean, some people don't have shit, and I get that. I get that.
We're not.
that.
We're
But
not.
this is-
We're not unaware.
But these people.
But those people aren't freaking out
But those people.
because those people already
Right.
used
Those
to
people
not having
are
enough
at
shit.
their jobs like, what do you mean don't come to work? I need money, motherfucker.
It's not,
Like,
even, it's not even that. Those people are already used to not having enough shit.
Right.
They
They're not-
will survive.
Right. They're not the motherfuckers that are shopping at Target or Walmart and buying all the toilet paper, which is still, how is that the thing?
There's a video of a woman. It's a black woman walking up to this, I think,
Oh, it's
Hispanic lady who's got a cart full of toilet paper. And she's like, I just want one. And this bitch is like, no. and they're arguing over it. And I was like, "Y'all motherfuckers is crazy."
It's
Hey, she just wants one.
but it's also
She just needs to wipe her ass.
it's toilet paper. Like, why are we running out of? First of all, why are we running out of toilet paper? Second of all,
Well, 'cause- no,
why
no, no.
the fuck
Here's
are
the
we
thing.
buying the shit?
The reason stores are running out is because 2 weeks ago when the orders were placed, nobody thought to like quadruple the numbers.
That's
Nobody
true.
thought like people are gonna lose their shit,
That's
and the
true.
first thing they're
That's
gonna buy
true.
is toilet paper.
Oh, that's true.
Because of course.
But that's so fucking. I mean, listen, I get freaking out. I get being scared, but it's just literally stop listening. Like, yes, the news is reporting on the deaths. It's what they're gonna do. It's what's gonna get your attention.
They're not gonna. It's what's gonna make you watch.
Yeah, what's gonna make you. They're not gonna report to you like, oh yeah, it's like the flu.
It's
You're
not
just gonna get sick.
It's not the what was it? Hold on. What was it? Coronavirus.help, I think it is.
Hey man, I got a question though. I got a question.
Nope.
If it's the coronavirus, can you just drink a Corona and be good?
Corona.help. No, you cannot.
No?
Right here. So here's the
Aw,
numbers. We're
man.
gonna turn this on for those watching the video. We're gonna turn on the statistics.
Oh well,
right
yeah.
here.
Here's your stats.
So total infections 141,398
In the
and
world.
This is as of 3 hours ago.
In the world.
Globally, yeah.
Global. So
Total-
global is 100. That's not even a fucking tenth of the population.
Not even close. Total deaths 5,371.
World.
Confirmed dead due to coronavirus.
World.
Total
So
people
that's not-
recovered.
That's not in the U.S.
Recovered.
That's the world.
Globally.
Where there's billions.
Recovered. Total people recovered. So people who've had it, been
Yeah.
diagnosed with it,
Yeah.
and are now fine.
Yeah.
70,654.
So yeah.
And look, and if you watch the video, if you're listening, YouTube T3G Media, and watch this video, and check out the percentage. How many people were infected and what percentage of deaths there are. You can see this bar here, and it's ridiculous. Let's see. By country.
Oh, so China has had most of
Well,
the
that's
fucking
where it
deaths.
started, so it makes sense.
And then Italy.
And then Italy. Italy got hit hard.
Well,
Italy
yeah,
shut down.
yeah,
Italy is
yeah.
entirely
I mean,
shut down.
Yeah, I get it. So
Iran, Spain, France, South Korea, then U.S. at 41 as of 3 hours ago.
yeah, 41.
And that's a high number.
That's a high number. 41.
Yeah. And U.S. is the lowest of the high
Yeah.
in
In infections.
infections.
Yeah.
At 1,800.
At 1,800.
It's listen. I'm not gonna say that we heard some shit, but we might have heard some shit from some people about a local hospital. And I recently, from like about a week ago, there was talk of 2 different cases in the area.
Right.
Like one in Arlington Heights and one in Hoffman, I think.
Right.
Now Hoffman has a different hospital, and Arlington Heights might be a little far, but still, depending on where it is, the local hospital here, we hear there was 1 case.
You know what I'm going to do, man? Here's what I'm going to do.
Like,
here's what I'm
it's
going to
not
do. Here's
that
what I'm going to do.
ridiculous.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go buy some guns. I'm going to lock myself in my basement. And when the zombie apocalypse happens, just kill everybody.
Just kill everybody. Just kill
Because I think that's what the coronavirus is going to do. It's going to kill off people and bring them back as zombies. Watch.
see, what's
Watch. I'm
the-
calling it right now.
Any Balkan deaths? Let's see. Anybody dead in the Balkans? No Balkan
No,
deaths.
Balkan.
Because we're sturdy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
There is a Serbia. There's 31 cases in Serbia.
But nobody died.
27 in Croatia.
But nobody died.
What about Bosnia? Anything in Bosnia?
Oh no, they don't even want to go to Bosnia.
They don't even touch each other.
They shit. They don't even. It's not even on the list.
Really? It's really not.
It's not even on the list, dude.
It's under other places.
That's because in Bosnia they're like, you're not sick.
You're not wrong. No, there it is. Bosnia and Herzegovina, 11.
I was gonna say.
They're like, you're not sick. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Just go to work. Shut the fuck up.
Go to work.
Oh,
Shut
they
the
don't
fuck-
even say that. They don't even say go to work. They just like just drink some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, probably drink some warm Warm water with salt in the morning. You'll be fine.
Put some oil on newspapers and put it on your chest.
I still don't know how that shit works, but it works. That and the sugar on the socks.
You know why it works?
Why?
You know why it works?
Why?
Because it's the lead that's killing it.
The sugar. I asked somebody about this once. The sugar in the socks, where you like boil the socks in hot water and then you put sugar into it. I forget how it is. I forget exactly.
Pretty sure it's just the hot water that actually does
No.
it.
It's supposed to be sugar. No. You put sugar on your feet. Then you put the hot socks on, and then you put a second pair on because they're wet. And you sleep that way. And the reason, I don't know if the sugar is supposed to be like the active agent or whatever, but like it pulls the temperature out. It sounds stupid, but it actually does happen.
If you say so. If you say so. Listen, coronavirus. I got remedies for your ass.
Yeah. We got some remedies.
We got that Bosnian remedies.
We got them Bosnian remedies.
Yeah, no, man. It's just it's a whole different level of shit, and I just don't have time to worry like that, man. Listen, if you told me zombies are walking the planet, all right, it's time to fucking get some shit together.
Handle.
I got shit to handle. You telling me people getting sick and we're coughing, sneezing, some old people are dying, like I ain't got a concern. I ain't old.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not concerned. I'm not really. It's.
And I know there's that argument, like, yeah, but you got to worry because what if you have old people near you?
Yeah, I mean, like your wife or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm just like, well,
I'm like,
listen,
consider your shit and wash your fucking hands.
It was meant to be.
It's meant to be. Yeah, I'm gonna tell your wife that.
I told her already. We were talking on the phone. I was like, listen, the old people maybe just got to go at this point. And she was like, wow. And I'm like, yeah, well, some people can't hear it.
I read no. Somebody, Erica was telling me about a book where all the adults died. And then I remember there was an episode of Star Trek, I think the original series, where it was the same thing. They came to a planet and all the adults had died.
I could have sworn there was a movie that was like that.
Quite possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like, I'd be okay with it.
Listen,
if it was just like everybody over 50, I'd be like, well, that's a shame.
If you told me there was zombies walking, like I was more concerned when that motherfucker got shot 50 times in Florida and he still kept walking. They said bath salts, and I'm like,
oh yeah, Florida.
That's not how shit works.
Listen, if bath salts make you invulnerable
to bullets,
not just to bullets, to swarms of bullets,
that's something else.
Maybe we need to weaponize that. We need to send some soldiers on bath salts into battle.
I'm saying, man, if bath salts are doing that, well, shit, it's a good idea to look into that.
Just saying.
So I was more concerned about a zombie starting in Florida than I was more concerned about a fucking virus that's making us sick like the flu. So
it goes
because like the flu ain't good for people.
No, people die from the flu every year, and I'm not saying this is the same thing, but it's flu-like symptoms. It's a lot of different shit going on. But like, listen, they don't have a vaccine for this. Should you be concerned? Absolutely.
As long as you
do not freaking out.
Yeah, as long as you do the common sense shit, just like you would for flu season, just like you would do for a cold, you just do the normal shit. You stay sanitized by washing your shit and eat healthier. Drink some tea. I love tea.
Right.
Actually, matter of fact, after we go this, we might hit some Starbucks for some citrus honey mint tea. Yep. I'm just saying, it's good shit.
It's good shit.
It's hot. It helps that, it's a little more than hot. It's more like lava. I don't know.
You ain't wrong.
Like when you drink and your mouth feels like it's melting into your stomach,
right.
That's a problem.
Right.
But still, it's tea, and that's supposed to be good for you. So last time I checked. So
hey, I mean, like I passed a kidney stone last year, the year before, and now my urologist says water with lemon. And let me tell you. What gets boring after 4 straight days?
Water with lemon.
Water with fucking lemon. Really fucking boring.
It's just, and that's what's more shocking to me. We're selling out of toilet paper, and I'm sitting here. I would buy all the fucking tea in the world. Fuck the toilet paper. Give me the tea. Like supposedly tea's good.
Nah,
for
just hit the herbalists what I'm saying? The herbalist.
The herbalist.
Make tea out of that.
Yeah.
You feel real. You'll be relaxed in a minute.
I'm saying.
You'll be relaxed in a minute.
But yeah, man, I just
practicality, people.
I don't know.
Practicality.
Man. Yeah, it's a sad time that we don't have common sense, and
you're not gonna listen. You're not gonna be able to beat this thing yourself.
No.
You can't. I mean, maybe you can if we have top
Once
level
again,
doctors listening. Maybe it's you.
Also,
but everybody else, you're not gonna be the one to find the cure.
Here's the thing.
Chill the fuck out.
Here's the thing. You can beat it. You work from home. You don't go anywhere.
Yeah. Minimize your interaction with others.
And you stay there for the next year. Also, if you're so concerned about this fucking thing, why are you going to stores to buy shit? Why aren't you ordering it off Amazon?
What if Jeff Bezos came up with this? He's trying to get.
He fucked up. It ain't working for him.
He's trying to get everybody to stay home and order from Amazon.
Everybody's going to Target and Walmart and shit.
Here's my my final thought on the subject. People talk about like Erica was talking about like what if they make us stay home for like 4 to 6 weeks? I'm like, you need to understand that's not possible. Your business can tell you don't come to work for 4 to 6 weeks. That's fine. Nobody can make you stay at home.
Right.
And it is in everyone's vested interest for you to not stay at home.
Right.
Because just imagine one city, Chicago, just being turned off for a day. One day. That's parking revenue, restaurant revenue, everything.
Oh, and knowing Illinois, they'd raise their taxes after it's back up.
One day. Every business that is not a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate would close in a week.
Oh, yeah.
Losing a full day's worth of revenue in the city of Chicago?
Yeah.
That's a red month.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what's going on.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, no, don't.
half the Starbuckses would close because they'd fucking flop.
Well, no, they wouldn't. Starbucks wouldn't. Starbucks is a huge...
I might be wrong, but I was gonna say, are they franchises?
I don't remember, but I
but like every pizza joint would close.
Any mom and pop pizza joint.
But like Lou's is franchise.
Yeah, Lou's is franchise.
So is what's for Papa John's?
Yeah, but I feel like those places would be all right.
I don't know, man.
I don't think those places would lose money, but any pop and
I mean, everybody. I'm just saying, like, if they forced everyone to stay home for a day,
it doesn't matter. Those places would not lose it. I'm telling you right now. But which there's a lot. You got to remember.
But like, even if they were to say a week, let's just say a week.
A week would hurt, but I don't think
a week would close a moderate pizza joint. A week would close it.
A moderate, yeah, but I don't think. I think Lou's might lose a few stores, but they.
That's what I'm saying. No. Like the company wouldn't go out of business.
Right.
Lou's would still be around. Papa John's would still be around. But I'm saying like half the stores, like half the locations would close down because not all of them are making top end money.
Right. That's true.
That's the same shit that happened. Like when I was at Radio Shack, that's the same shit that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like we had Black Friday, and at my store, that meant we made $12,000 in one day, whereas the Schaumburg store made $12,000 every Saturday. Their Black Friday budget was like $37,000.
I was gonna say,
they made way more money.
I was gonna say on Black Friday, I alone sold $20,000 at Circuit City. So like,
Circuit City was a different ballgame. Circuit City's a big box, but I'm saying like,
no, they're not.
I mean, now they're an online box.
People don't even know what that is.
Now they're a digital box.
No, man,
it's not.
It makes sense that shit's getting moved. It makes sense that shit is closing down for a few days. Is this gonna affect your overall living? No. Are you losing your shit? Listen, you're gonna do you, but stop listening to just what the stupid news is reporting, because all they're gonna report is the shit that's gonna grab your attention, and them telling you about deaths versus how many people are alive and kicking this thing. Is just it's stupid. It's stop losing your shit. Even famous people are going on Instagram and be like, guys, here's some information just so you know everything. Like even Zachary Levi posted a fucking chart showing here's how many people infected, here's how many people survived, and here's the little bitty number of people died. It's like
Right.
Like,
and listen,
I mean, deaths are deaths. Don't
Deaths
get me
are
wrong,
deaths.
but it's
1%.
not the, yeah, it's not the number that you're thinking. Like,
listen.
here's
The
my
research
question.
was done.
Okay, so
We're reaching.
Here's my question. Here's my final question and thought. Uncle Peter, what's up?
What up, Uncle Peter?
Here's my final question, and for a little food for thought. Okay, you're concerned about the coronavirus that's like a flu to most people. If you're concerned about that, then like I always say is like I don't have time to worry about shit like that, because if I had time to worry about shit like that, I'd worry about, is the next guy gonna run me over with his car? Am I gonna get in an accident and I'm gonna lose my life? Is some crazy motherfucker gonna have a gun while I'm at the theater? Is some guy gonna stab me while I'm walking down the sidewalk? Like, I ain't got time to think about all that shit. That is always gonna be a concern. If you're concerned like that all the time, I'm sorry, that sucks. Maybe you should see some people, talk to some people, because that's all this is. It's just a worthless, like, yes, some people that are too old or already have underlying issues can die. Most people are just sick.
Yeah, most people are sick.
And just be smart.
They might be a little more sick than normal, and then they're going to
listen, you don't even have to be smart. You just, what used to be common sense. You just got to remember what that used to be and just do that. So,
listen, and here's my ultra final thought. 9 to 10 billion people
in the world
is going to be where we max out. That's if we hit 10 billion people, we are at maximum capacity, and we are at that point parasites destroying something that cannot support us.
Yeah.
We're already at 7.7 or 7.9. 1% of that isn't even going to scratch that 10 billion marker.
I'm saying, shit, 1%.
4%. 10%.
Fuck, bro.
10%. Think about it. If 10% of the people that are alive right now were to die tomorrow,
it still wouldn't do anything.
We'd still hit 10 billion by, I think they said 2025. Maybe not 25, maybe 2050.
Oh, I was going to say, we are fucked soon.
No, maybe it was 2050. 2050, I think they said. We would still hit 10 billion by 2050. Because right now, so again, let's say this is the thing. Let's say this is the thing. This is the thing that knocks us down a peg, as it were. Right now, it's targeting the old, the weak, and the infirm. This ain't doing nothing but making us stronger.
Yeah, we as humans are going to be stronger. So fucked up, though.
Yep, it's a fucked up thought, but
I mean,
here's
listen,
the thing.
It's like being concerned about all the other things I said. It is a flu that is a little more severe to the people with underlying issues and the old.
But that's the thing. If those people got the flu, they also would have a high chance of dying.
Correct.
Like
my wife,
even if they got the regular flu.
My wife got the flu. She was in the hospital. They had to hydrate her because she couldn't hold anything down.
Yeah.
Because she has bad asthma and shit like that.
Right.
So like underlying. Oh, and we found out she's allergic to one of the medicines that supposedly helps fight that shit or something.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So that's the other thing that played into like her not being able to hold like food down and stuff like that.
Right.
But regardless, underlying issues, went to the hospital, was smart about it, wasn't sitting there trying to like, I can fight this. No, you're still not eating, so it's time to go.
Right.
Yeah, so no, it's
control
just,
what you
just
can
use
control.
Common sense.
Control what you can control. Wash your fucking hands, you filthy fucks.
Shower.
And shower.
You know what's great? You know what? When I feel great, a nice hot shower.
Yeah.
And like just cleanses me.
Right.
So
yeah, that just don't freak out.
Yeah.
Be aware.
Listen,
like do your research. Check all the shit.
If you're concerned about it, just go a little less out for a little while.
hang out at home.
Yeah.
Spend some time with your family, by yourself.
Just chill.
Meditate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Chill,
Just
really.
chill at the crib
Bro.
for a minute.
Netflix and chill, bro.
Netflix
and chill. There's plenty. There's plenty. I'm gonna Hulu and chill because I just picked that shit up and I got shit ton to watch. So
I do gotta watch Legion.
I
I was wondering where it was.
Legion,
I didn't watch season 2 and season 3 is almost out.
Yeah, Legion. I got to finish The Strain because I was like a season and a half behind on that. I got The Shield was a series that I always wanted to watch, which was around Nip Tuck.
I know what Shield.
And I got to watch that. So I just started that. Like, plus they got their own like what's his name?
They got the Runaways. They got.
Well, they have the Runaways, but Disney Plus had that too. But
they'll have season 3 eventually.
But Franco. He had his Hulu special where he was the guy that kept going back in time through the closet or whatever.
It's the I forget what it was called.
So like I gotta watch that. So yeah, man. So like, yeah, like I got shit to watch. So I'm just gonna Hulu and chill. You know?
There it is, folks. That's the solution. Netflix,
chill,
Hulu, Disney Plus,
Amazon.
CBS All Access, Amazon Prime, and chill.
And just chill.
Just chill.
Just
chill
Play
out.
some video games. You like games?
Play some video games. I mean, listen, if they tell me we can't go nowhere and if they're like, oh, the fucking internet's down, I have lots of video games that I can play here.
I have a shit ton of DVDs. I got video.
And hell, maybe that'll just be time for me to write. I have a shit ton of writing to do. I can film a shit ton of stuff.
You want to become a storyteller? Figure out how to write scripts?
Now's the time.
Now's the time.
Maybe set it in a viral outbreak situation.
Think about things you can do once shit's back to normal.
Yep. That's really gonna be it.
That's it.
I don't want to beat a dead horse.
We're beating it like we could have been done 10 minutes into this podcast.
Easily. Just wash your fucking hands, you filthy bastards. That's really
Tyrese, I can definitely understand if you start blaming the coronavirus and you start doing,
I know you're still so mad at him
some
about that.
Instagram stories.
You're still so mad at her about that.
I'm not mad. It was funny. It was funny. And he went really ham on The Rock.
He did.
He went
really
pretty, he called him a steroid.
He called him a lot.
He called him a lot.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to be it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're listening on the podcast, YouTube, T3G, The Tangents podcast.
Before we go, pull up Instagram real quick. Pull up Instagram and show people this.
What's Instagram?
Instagram, and then go search for. Why does it always ask? Oh, well, that's a thing. And hit Nade Shot. Nade the Shot. Nade, and there he is. All right, you ready? All right, give this to the people. All right, you ready? Play that first clip.
Play the first clip.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. We're going to end it right here. So it's going to be this one. Okay? Now watch this. Now watch this. All right, and you're welcome. That's it.
What game is that?
I don't know. I think it's called the Call of Duty or Battlefield or whatever, but he shot that motherfucker while he was in the sky.
I was watching, I think it was Battlefield. It was a clip on, I forget the dude's name always, but they always have like funny dialogue over it.
Yeah.
So this one dude was rezzing and they parachute in.
Yeah.
So maybe it was the same game.
Yeah.
So they parachute in and somebody in his party is like, have you ever thought about like cutting the parachute and then like shooting another person that's in a parachute and then landing? And then somebody was parachuting in at the same time and he's like, hey, and I forget what he calls him, but like he's like, hey, there's someone right behind you. So the dude like pulls back, he lets the guy pass him, cuts the chute, shoots him in midair, and pulls the chute back down. I was like, goddamn.
Goddamn. There you go, Nade Shot.
Nade Shot.
Thanks for
that was good shit.
Thanks for being
I've seen better.
Chicago. Dude, crossbow that far away on a guy that's flying down. I don't know about. And
that's fair. I love the crossbow.
He shot to the right, which means the guy went back. So.
Well, it means the wind carried it.
No, the guy went back though. If you look at it, he actually goes back. So he shot the right way.
Damn. Cold. That's some cold shit.
If you see his reaction, he's like, I shouldn't have retired. And I was like, no, you should go back. Go back. Go on your own team. You own the
Right.
team. Go on your own team.
Right. That's it.
That's
There's
it.
the dog. That's
There's
like
the
the,
guy.
that's the alarm bell.
That's it.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll see y'all in the next one.